Hi and welcome to the Flash Workshop, and in this lesson we're going to learn how to make a simple motion tween. However, I'm also very lucky today to be joined by a guest student all the way from Hollywood and star of such films as Rush Hour 3, Chris Tucker.
What's up?
Thanks for joining me, Chris.
You're welcome.
Now, before this lesson starts, you told me earlier that you have a basic knowledge of ACTIONSCRIPT, but you know absolutely nothing about Flash animation, is that right?
Yeah.
So, what are your problems with Flash animation?
I don't know where to start.
Does this mean that you've never heard of motion tweening?
You right, because I don't even understand what you just said to me right then.
Okay, well, let me explain. A motion tween is a simple animation from one point to another. You got it?
No.
Well, here is an example of what I want you to create. If you look at the timeline up the top here, Chris,
Alright.
in frame 1, I've drawn a circle, and in frame 20 there's another circle. And if I move the playhead in between them, you'll see they move. And look, take this, Chris. If I press Control and Enter, there you go, the published movie shows you moving.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, see, you like it, Chris. Good. Well, that's what I want you to create in this lesson today, okay? So, you up for the challenge?
That ain't no problem.
Good. I like to see confidence. Right, let me just close down that movie clip for you, and I'll create you a new file. Okay, now come over here, Chris.
Alright.
Okay, that's it. Come in. Now grab the mouse. Good. And what I want you to do is I want you to draw a circle on the stage.
Huh?
Well, first we've got to draw a circle in frame 1 on the main stage, and the stage is the white area in the middle of this whole workspace.
I know.
Good, so move the mouse over to the toolbar on the left there, Chris. And you'll need to select the oval tool. It's down a bit. Down, down. You got it? That's it there, you got it? Good. Now I want you to left click on the stage and click and drag a circle. Release the button when you're happy. Hey, you're doing well so far.
Thanks to you.
Thanks very much, Chris. Right, the next step is to turn it into a graphic symbol. So you'll have to double click on the circle with the arrow tool. Up in the toolbar again there, Chris. That's it, up the top, that one, yeah?
I got it.
Now double click on the circle. That gets the line around the edge as well, which is called the stroke. Okay, now I need you to right click on it, and at the bottom there convert it to a symbol. Okay, you're doing well so far, Chris.
Yeah.
You've got to convert it to a graphic symbol. So if you could just see at the top there it says graphic and it's already selected, give it a name like circle. I think you'll find it's circle spelled with a C at the beginning, Chris.
I'm sure.
No, it's definitely a C, Chris.
How you know?
Because
How you know?
Let me just get a dictionary for you, Chris, and I'll show you.
Know what I'm talking about.
There you go, Chris. Circle with a C right there, okay?
What?
So, if you could just relabel that, circle with a C at the beginning. Good. Okay, and just OK that.
Alright.
Great. And now you can see it appear in the library too, in the right. See it down there, Chris?
Yeah.
The next step is to create a keyframe on the timeline, and I suggest somewhere around frame 25. So you've got to create it by right clicking in frame 25 and selecting keyframe. Good, this is really good, Chris.
Yeah.
Now you need to right click in between the two keyframes, and the keyframes are the frames with the black dots on. Okay, so right click in between frame 1 and frame 25.
Alright.
Excellent. And create a motion tween. That's it, Chris. You're almost jumping ahead of me there. Now finally, left click on frame 25.
Alright.
and you can see the circle has become selected on that keyframe. Now I want you to left click and drag it to the other side of the stage. That's it, let go, that's fine. Good. Right, now press Control and Enter to publish the movie. See, Chris? Easy, yeah?
Yeah.
Great, now you'll notice it looping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we have to do is add some ACTIONSCRIPT to stop it from looping. Now you said you've done some ACTIONSCRIPT before, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you can add the ACTIONSCRIPT to stop the movie from looping?
Yeah.
Okay, if you just close down that movie, let me give you a hint. You need to create a new layer on the timeline first, Chris, okay, because you're going to add the stop to the timeline, okay?
All right.
So I'll let you go and I'll explain what you're doing to everyone else who's watching. Okay, give the layer a name as well, Chris, Actions. Actions has a T instead of an S in there, Chris, after the C, okay?
Alright.
So, excellent. Now what Chris is doing here is he's clicking in frame 25, excellent, that's where he wants it to stop, and he's going down, opening the Actions panel. That's it. And he's double clicked on stop. So he's hoping that it's going to stop on frame 25.
Yeah.
Now Chris, before you go ahead and publish this, are you sure that that is actually going to work?
I'm sure.
Well, okay then, publish it for me, okay? Control and Enter.
Alright.
Well, it's not exactly working, is it yet, Chris?
All we gotta do now is wait.
Okay, give it some time.
You're not moving!
That's right, Chris. And do you know what you did wrong? Any guesses? Any guesses?
Look, man, I'm about to bust you if you don't give us some information.
Okay, let me have the mouse. Pass it over here. Watch out for the...
I can get you a new one. I seen it on the internet.
Don't worry about it, Chris. Don't worry. If I just take the mouse there...
Alright.
Right, and what you did was you added the ACTIONSCRIPT. Let me close down that movie. You added the ACTIONSCRIPT to frame 25, which is where you wanted to add it. But you didn't add it to a keyframe. So as you can see on the timeline here, is the A for actions is on frame 1. And in fact, the stop action is applied to all of these frames from frame 1 to frame 25.
Alright.
So if I just get rid of your actions, open the actions panel again, and delete it. There, Chris, you see? And I'll insert a keyframe on frame 25. And now, like you did, you were right, Chris, kind of. I press stop, and you'll notice the action now is applied to frame 25 there, Chris. So if I press Control and Enter to publish it, there you go. You got it, Chris?
I got it.
Cool. Well, that's been a basic Flash animation motion tweening. And once again, thanks very much to my guest student all the way from Hollywood, Chris Tucker.
You're welcome.
And perhaps sometime you'll come back again and we'll go through some other lessons.
Yeah.
And I hope to see you all for some more video tutorials. Thanks very much for watching.